you want to learn martial arts from the comfort of your home, stick around for this video and tap that subscribe button. Let's get started, okay? I'm going to start you off with a simple warm-up, okay? Because you want your blood flowing before you start training martial arts, even if you're learning. Let's just start with a simple twist to release the back. Let your back heel come up, because you want to twist all the way around and get your back warm. We don't want to sore back. Let's release that. We're going to get warmed up, and then I'm going to start teaching you martial arts, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. You're going to learn today. Now, what kind of martial arts do I do? Well, this is a third-degree Taekwondo black belt. But I'm not going to teach you Taekwondo. I'm going to teach you Chris Kwando. Basically, what I'm saying is, I'm going to teach you my spin on it. I'm not going to teach the exact same way I was taught, because I've tweaked my techniques a little bit over the years. I've also trained with Muay Thai guys doing fitness kickboxing, but still, and it just tweaks my technique a little bit. So, we're running in place. We're getting warm. Let's do jumping jacks. Ready, go. Jumping jacks. Get our bodies warmed up just a little bit, and then I'm going to teach you martial arts starting with a basic punch. Okay. Let's get in a fighting stance, right? So what you want to do, put one foot out in front of the other. If you're right-handed, you're typically going to put your left foot in front. So one foot out in the other, about this distance apart or so, right? One foot out, hands up, okay? And you're going to throw a punch, starting with a basic jab. So what you do when you throw your jab, you send it out, my body turns. I'm not just arm punching, but if you can see, my shoulders are turning over, my hips are turning a little bit, so my body is turning because you can add more power that way. And at the very last second, my fist flips over and you're trying to hit with these first two knuckles. Now, I'm going to say this point real quick. If you throw your punch the way I'm teaching you, and you end up landing with the wrong knuckles, but you throw a vertical punch, and you end up hitting with the correct knuckles, then go ahead and throw the vertical punch. I know they say it's wrong, but what's most important is you hit with those first two knuckles, because otherwise you can really hurt your hand. All right, so from a fighting stance, jab, pull it straight back to your face, okay? Jab, 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 jab. Again, 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 again. Now you're going to throw a cross, or in Taekwondo they call it reverse punch. Everybody just calls this a cross. So your backhand, straight punch, is like this. See what's happening with my back heel? My back heel is coming up. My body, my hip is coming forward. My back heel is coming up. And you send that fist straight out and back to your face. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and from here, I'm also going to teach you some kicks and stuff. So before we do kicks, let's loosen our hamstrings with something called swing kicks, okay? You're going to get in a front stance. I'll show you what a front stance is. One foot goes out, the foot in front, knee is bent, it's not over your toes. You can just barely still see your big toe, or maybe you can't see your toe and it stops. And your back leg is locked out straight, and we're just going to swing the back leg up nice and gently, like this. Right. Nice and gentle like. Because you're going to start off not as high, and you're just going to start loosening up, and you're going to go 4, 5, 6. And I found this to be maybe the fastest way to loosen up your hamstrings for a martial arts workout. All right, switch your feet. Okay, I'll stand this way so you can see me better. Same thing, but other foot in front. Get in your front stance, knee bent. See how my feet are positioned? Then swing that kick up nice and easy. Right, nice and easy. You'll notice the first few, they're going to be kind of low, and you're going to get higher. All right, here's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now we're ready for some kicks. First, I'm going to teach you the most basic kick is a front snap kick. Okay? With a front snap kick, you're in your fighting stance, you take your back foot, knee comes up, pop it out, and goes back down. Now you're kicking with the ball of your foot. You're pulling your toes back and kicking with the ball of your foot. If I was doing it towards the bag, you got to pull that toe back. I'll do it in this direction so you can see from another angle. Okay? Knee up, extend out, pull back. Make sure your toes are pulled back so you hit the ball of the foot, not the toe. Up, out, back. All right, you guys ready? I'll face this way so you can see from a better angle. Or is this way better? I think this is the way. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hop switch. Ready? 1, 2, 3. You notice my hands are still up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You notice I keep my hands up, right? Keep your hands up. If you throw that kick and somebody manages to slide out of the way and throw a counter, you don't want to be caught there like this with your hands. Okay? So you want to keep those hands up. Now, it's a little different on certain other kicks, because if you're throwing, say, a round kick, I'm going to have my back hand up, but the hand where you're throwing the round kick, it actually swings down and comes right back up. But you do bring it right back up. Let's do a push kick next, and then I'll teach you the round kick. Okay? A push kick, very similar to the front snap kick, but I'll show you the differences. In a front snap kick, you're snapping, right? But a push kick, you're pulling your knee as far into your chest as you can, and then pushing straight out. Boom. And you're trying to hit with the heel. You can hit with the ball of the foot too if you want, but I usually recommend hitting with the heel for the push kick. Boom. From this angle, so you can see. Like that. In the chest and out. You are pushing. You are pushing. On the bag, you can easily knock it over with a push kick. All right, let's do this. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hop switch. Switch your feet. All right, let's do it from this side. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. There's my dog barking. Now, for the round kicks, let's start off by going to the wall, okay? Going to help you with your balance. All right, well, first let me show you the technique. All right, the round kick, your knee comes up, extends out, and comes back to the wall. Is going to help with the technique because it's going to help you balance when you're learning it. So you put your hand on the wall, right, and pick your knee up. Now the foot I'm standing on is pointing away from where I'm kicking. If I'm kicking that way, this foot's pointing to the wall, okay? And so you get your knee up, sideways, extend out, pull back, put it down. And once you get this technique, once you get that simple technique done, I'm going to tell you then, when you throw your round kick, make sure you turn your hip all the way over so you can get the power, right? If I was hitting the bag with a round kick, say a turning round kick, I'm not just going to flip it. I'm going to want to turn my hip all the way over so I can extend my weight and my power through the back, okay? So let's just practice the technique right now. So grab a hold of the wall, right? Knee up, and extend, pull back, sit it down. All right, I'm going to count. Let's do it in a count like this. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, you guys ready? All right, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do it as a 1 count. I'm going to say 1, you're just going to throw that whole kick. All right. Trying to make sure these pants are fitting comfortably for these kicks, right? Even though it's a taekwondo gi, wearing shorts is still a little easier for kicks. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, switch sides. If you're hitting the wall, I'm going to use the bag, so I'm still facing you, okay? Let me put my hands on the bag. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to do it as 1 counts. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. Next is your turning round kick. You were just doing stationary lead leg round kicks like this. Okay, that's what we were just doing. You might want to practice it without holding on to the walls as well, because you need to be able to keep your own balance. Now I'm going to tell you something about balance, okay? You imagine that you're balancing a cup of water on your head. If you spill out the water, you spill out your balance, okay? So you have to keep that head upright as if you're trying to balance a cup of water on your head. And that's what's going to help you keep your balance, okay? Because if you tilt your head, you pour out your balance. Okay, now we're going to teach you a turning round kick, okay? The technique is the same except that you're coming from the back leg. And you can get more power in this because you're whipping it all the way around. Okay, so with the back turning round kick, and then throw your kick, right? Now what I'm having on my foot here, okay? The foot that I'm going to be standing on needs to pivot. So I got to turn like that. When I go to throw it, this foot, it has to go, because you need your pivot, right? You don't want to be trying to throw it like this with your ankle all twisted up, putting too much pressure on your ankle. No, you don't want to do that. So you got to pivot around. Let's practice that first. Pick the knee up, but don't throw it yet. Just pivot. We're working on making sure this foot turns and points away from where we're kicking. Okay? So knee up and pivot. 1. Again. 2. 3. 4. Have to start in position. 5. 6. 7. I think you guys are ready to throw an out kick. We won't go all the way to 10. So now, instead of just picking your knee up, extend it. Okay? You're turning around kick. Ready? 1. 2. Oh, remember what I said earlier? With the round kick, the front head, the hand on your kicking side, it does pull down, but then you bring it right back up to your face. Leave your other hand at your face the whole time. Ready? 4. From an angle. 5. I'll show you this angle. 6. I'm going to face you again. 7. I'm going to face this way. 8. 9. 10. Okay, now we're going to do it with our other foot. Let's start with that knee move, okay? Where we're not just throwing it yet. We're just going to pick our knee up and work on the pivot. So make sure you have that pivot down, okay? Because like I said, I don't want anybody going and twisting up their ankle, okay? Ready? 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, now we're going to do it with our other foot. Let's start with that knee move, okay? Where we're not just throwing it yet. We're just going to pick our knee up and work on the pivot. So make sure you have that pivot down, okay? Because like I said, I don't want anybody going and twisting up their ankle, okay? Ready? 1. 2. If you're having trouble making that foot move to get in the pivot, like if you're having trouble, like if you're trying to spin it and it's, oh, I'm stiff, it's not going. Something's going to help you a little bit is you spin on the ball of your foot. Lift your heel just barely off the ground and your foot just spin easy, like this. See, my heel is going just barely off the ground. Where were we? 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now we're going to throw the turning round kick. Ready? 1, 2. We're going to face this way. 3, 4. I'm going to face this way. Still keeping the same foot, just throwing different angles. 5, 6. Same foot, showing you different angles. 7, 8. And face you again. 9. And 10. Don't get confused and tripped up by me changing my angles like that. I'm still doing the same move with the same leg, same side. I'm just trying to make sure you guys have the best of you so you can see what I'm doing if you're having trouble figuring it out. Next move, let's go move on to the side kick. It's my favorite kick, okay? We can start off with the wall again to help you with the technique. Just go hold the wall, and what you're gonna do is pick your knee up, and remember the pivot, that's with all your kicks. The only kicks where you're not gonna want your toes pointing away from where you're kicking is front kicks and push kicks. With those, the toes always face forward. For a front kick or a push kick, all the toes are forward, right? Because you're not torquing in any way like that. The only torque is maybe like that, right? It's forward. But everything else, you're gonna want that pivot, this standing foot, to be pointing away from where you're kicking, okay? So keep that in mind. So for side kick, hand on the wall is some practice technique, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and get my pivot beforehand so we can practice the technique. So my foot is already pointing the wall. This, knee up, okay? Knees up, as sideways as you can. It's gonna go straight out, straight back, and down. Okay, we're gonna do it like we did before, where I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna do it all in one move. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You ready to do it in one move? Let's do it in one count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you guys hear that snap on my gi? 7. I love that sound. 8, 9, 10. A little extra pointer for you. Once you get used to throwing the side kick, you're not throwing with just leg strength. Your hip has to turn over, just like all your other kicks. You notice, right there. Do you see it? When you turn the hip all the way over, that's how you really get power. When you get that turnover, it adds extra power. Another tip on the side kick is when you throw it out, don't just drop your foot. Pull it straight back the way it went out. This will help prevent people from grabbing your foot. Okay, when you do the other leg, grab your ball or your bag like I'm doing, if you have one stable enough. Go ahead and get your pivot beforehand. And let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, one count? Let's do it one count now, okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In our next lesson, we're going to be doing these kicks without holding the wall. You'll just be, might as well hit the bag, it's here. You'll just be up and kick, right? You'll just be up and kick. Maybe step up side kick. We're going to be doing those things in our next lesson. I've got just a couple more moves to teach you in this lesson and we'll be done, okay? I'm going to teach you a palm heel strike, right? Basic palm heel strike. Maybe you're afraid to punch with your knuckles. Maybe you're afraid you're going to hurt yourself. Maybe you're still hitting with these bottom knuckles and not hitting with the top. You need to practice making sure you hit the correct knuckles. But the palm strike is another option. Right? When you throw your palm strike, you're hitting with the very bottom of your palm. You're hitting with the hard part, okay? You're almost kind of on a bone there. So that's what you want to hit with. Palm strike is throwing a backhand palm strike. You can throw it just like your cross from earlier, only with an open hand, hitting with that. Okay? Front hand, kind of the same, throw it like your jab, but with that. You can also throw kind of slaps with these and hooks. Those work as well, but we didn't go over hook punches today. Let's just do straight hand palm strikes. Jab version, cross version. We're going to go 1, 2. Ready? 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. Doing it on a bag, it looks kind of like this. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now sometimes on a bag, because it's so straight up and down and it's flat, you have the risk of possibly hyperextending your hands. So sometimes when I do it on a bag, instead of going straight, I'll turn my hand at an angle. Because the bag being so flat, you can hyperextend, but if you turn it at an angle some, you can go off the edge and you won't hyperextend, see? Or at least it helps to prevent it. Also on the bag, the hook slapping version might be better for a bag, okay? Just because it's so flat. All right, in the next lesson, we will do these kicks without using the wall. And I'll probably do one kick on the wall. I'll probably teach you the hook kick. We didn't go over the hook kick today. And maybe we'll do some knife hand strikes. If you guys want to do knife hand strikes, I can put that in there if you want, even though I see the knife hand strikes as being one of the less effective moves to use, unless you're doing something like a spinning knife hand, right? Those can be okay, a spinning knife hand, but you might as well do a spinning back fist if you're going to do that. So I don't know if I see the point in the knife hand. I think the back fist is better. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you learned something. Tap that subscribe button and tune in next time. Don't forget, we have workouts on this channel as well. So you can come do a fitness kickboxing workout, or you can do one of these lessons, this new series I'm starting to do. Also, we now have merch in our merch store. You can find it in the description of the website. You can get this t-shirt that says Martial Arts Fitness. Give me a like and subscribe. Keep kicking it.